Welcome to session 1 of the Caregiver Reset and Pause series. Caregivers often quietly aim to hold everything together, while at the same time carrying a lot themselves. The appointments, the worry, the planning, the emotional load, the things that no one sees. This is a quiet 30-minute pause to breathe, to feel recognised, and to remember that you're doing more than people know. And today we'll practice some ways, simple and powerful ways, to reset, to restore, and to replenish your energy. This is a place to breathe and to remember that you matter too. So take a moment to arrive. We're going to start with a brief check-in practice to help bring awareness to what's going on for you on the inside. I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze. Place your hands comfortably on your body somewhere and take your awareness to your physical body just for a moment. Notice how it is today. Tight, sore. Observe the sensations. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release any tightness or tension. Now bring your awareness to your mind and simply notice how it is without any judgment. Is it busy, foggy, quiet? Breathe in, and as you breathe out, let go of anything that may be concerning you just for the time that we're here together. Now move your attention to your heart space and merely notice how you're feeling just for a moment without going into any stories. Just observe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring softness to your heart space. Let go of any resistance. Now take another deep breath in and a long breath out, and allow yourself to let all that go and bring yourself into the present moment and open your eyes. Today's theme is the invisible caregiver, because many caregivers are doing so much that other people never see. The emotional holding, the quiet sacrifices, the things done before anyone notices they needed doing. If that feels familiar, this session is for you. Let's begin with some breathing and some affirmations. I invite you once again to close your eyes or lower your gaze. Breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders drop. Soften your jaw. Relax your tongue. Let it rest gently behind your lower front teeth. Let your hands rest comfortably. You don't need to fix anything in this moment. You don't need to be strong for anyone right now. Just breathe. Inhale gently and exhale slowly. And quietly say to yourself, I'm here. Again, I'm here. And once more, I'm here. Take a breath in and out and open your eyes. When we feel invisible, we can often think that we don't matter. So we're going to do a brief practice as a reset now. When someone's upset, we spontaneously reassure them by stroking them or patting them. And we're going to do that for ourselves. So bring to mind one area that you feel you might be invisible in your caregiving role. Notice how that makes you feel. So I invite you now to cross your hands over your heart space, and we're going to begin patting the upper chest. Take a breath in and a long breath out. And really soak in the soft reassurance that you're giving yourself. As you continue to pat, really feel the softness, the acknowledgement that you matter. Still with your eyes closed, release your hands and take a moment to notice any shifts, even really subtle ones, in the way you feel. Notice how just a moment of pausing and reflecting can reset your energy. Take a breath in and out and open your eyes. Sometimes caregiving can make a person feel invisible. People may ask about the person being cared for. They might ask about the appointments, the medication, the progress, the meals, the transport, the routines, the decisions. But they may not ask, how are you? How are you coping? What do you need? Are you tired? Are you lonely? Or are you carrying more than people realize? That invisibility can hurt. Not because you want attention or because you're selfish, but because your care takes energy. Care takes thought. Care takes emotion. And care takes your presence. And when your care is unseen, it can become very heavy. So today I'm saying, you're not invisible. You're acknowledged. What you do matters. You're appreciated. What you carry matters. And you're not alone here. Your tiredness matters. And you're here replenishing yourself. Your needs matter. And here you're completely accepted just as you are. Because you matter too. Let's move now to some reflections. Take a moment to get a journal or a notebook out so that you can notice what comes up for you when I ask these questions. What's one thing you do as a caregiver that most people don't see? What part of caregiving feels heaviest for you this week? There's no right or wrong answer. The purpose of today is not to solve everything. The purpose is simply to notice. Because when something is named, it becomes a little less invisible. So let's create a reset now with a couple more question reflections. What would it feel like to be gently supported, even in a small way? What's one thing you've done this week that you're proud of in your caregiving role? Now put that journal and notebook aside, and we'll continue with a noticing practice. Often when people feel invisible, they may not even notice when they're being appreciated. Close your eyes or lower your gaze once again. Take a moment to remember a time when the one you're caring for, or perhaps a family member or friend, thanked you, smiled at you, or in some way appreciated you. It doesn't have to be for anything huge. It can be the simplest thing. See that experience in your mind's eye and really notice it. Where are you? What are you doing? Now notice the gratitude they express. Soak it in. And notice how it makes you feel. Do you feel acknowledged? Do you feel appreciated? Do you feel more visible? So now, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And once again, open your eyes. We're going to move to a simple tapping practice now. This is often called EFT, or Emotional Freedom Technique, and some of you have probably heard about it. We use the meridian points to tap on the body, and this allows us to bypass the conscious mind, where we often feel resistance. With the tapping, we can reset. We can reframe any situation that we choose to focus on. So we'll be gently tapping a few points we'll start off on the karate chop point on the side of the hand, and then we'll move to the eyebrow center, the side of the eye, the cheekbones, under the nose, on the chin, the collarbone, under the arm just at the rib cage, and the top of the head. And we continue those rounds as we tap through. So, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And I invite you to close your eyes while we do this, and I'll guide you through every step of the way. Start tapping on the side of the hand, just the soft part of the hand below the small finger. As you tap these points, repeat after me silently or out loud. Even though sometimes I feel invisible as a caregiver, I acknowledge how much I'm carrying. even though people may not see everything I do. I choose to recognize myself today. Continue tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I feel tired, stretched, or unseen, I'm willing to pause and receive care too. Now we're going to move to the eyebrow point, starting to tap at the eyebrow point and repeating, I sometimes feel invisible. Side of the eye. There's so much that people don't see. On the cheekbone, the planning. Under the nose, the worry. Under the lips, on the chin, the appointments. The collarbone, the emotional load. Under the arm at the rib cage, the quiet sacrifices. The top of the head, the things I do before anyone notices. Release the hands for a moment, still with the eyes closed. Take a breath. And we'll do another round starting at the eyebrow point. And repeating, it can feel heavy. Side of the eye, it can feel lonely. On the cheekbone, sometimes I wish someone would ask how I am. Under the nose, sometimes I wish someone would notice. Chin, not because I want attention. Collarbone, but because care takes energy. Under the arm, care takes my presence. Top of the head, and I matter too. Release the hands for a moment. Take another breath. And we're going to shift the words for our reset with one final round. Starting at the eyebrow point. I acknowledge what I carry. What I do matters. Side of the eye. I recognize what I give. What I carry matters. Under the eye. I acknowledge my tiredness. My tiredness matters. Under the nose. I recognize the love behind my care. My needs matter. Chin. I acknowledge what I do quietly. I'm allowed to pause. Collarbone. I recognize my needs. I'm allowed to replenish. Under the arm. I'm allowed to receive support. I'm allowed to matter too. Top of the head. I'm not invisible. I'm not invisible. I matter. I matter too. Now release your hands. Take a slow breath in and a long breath out, and still with your eyes closed. Notice how you feel now about feeling invisible. Before we open our eyes, we'll finish tapping with some affirmations. These affirmations are a way of speaking to you on the inside. You're sending the deeper part of you a message. So let yourself sink into the words. You can say them silently or aloud. And if you like, place one or both hands over your heart and repeat, I'm doing more than people see. My care matters. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And open your eyes. Here's one small practical idea for this week. Choose one hidden task that you do regularly. It might be organising medication, or maybe appointments, or preparing food, or maybe managing emotions, or following up with family. This week, simply name it. You might like to write it down. Just name it, because hidden care is still care. You might even like to open up the Notes app in your phone and note down any time you're thanked or appreciated. This is a great practice to confirm that you matter. So now we're going to move to our relaxation practice. Make yourselves comfortable. This is a soothing self-care practice, so allow yourself to immerse in it. Let go of everything we've just done and close your eyes or lower your gaze. Allow yourself to move into your inner world. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take your awareness to your feet. Notice the sensations in your feet. Inhale, and as you exhale, let go with your feet completely. Move your attention now to your calves and shins. Notice the muscles, even the bones, any sensations. Inhale, and as you exhale, let go with your calves and shins completely. Moving up to your knees. Notice any sensations in your knees. As you exhale, let your knees soften completely. Moving now to your thighs. Notice any sensations in the thighs, and as you exhale, Soften and let go with your upper legs completely. Now moving to your hips and pelvic area. Inhale. As you exhale, allow them to soften and release. Now move to your belly. Notice your lower abdomen. As you exhale, let go with your whole lower abdomen. Now moving round to the lower back. As you exhale, let go with your whole lower back. Allow it to soften. Now the upper back and shoulder blades. As you exhale, let go with the whole upper back and the shoulder blades. Now the back of the neck. Allow all the tiny nerves and muscles to release. Moving down the upper arms and the lower arms. As you exhale, let go with the arms completely. Allow them to soften. Moving to the hands. As you exhale, release the hands completely. Coming back up the arms now, up the back of the neck and moving to the scalp. Allow the scalp to soften. Release your forehead. Soften all the facial muscles. Awareness to your eyes. As you exhale, allow your eyes to soften. Release your jaw, your tongue, your lips, the front of the throat. And now move to the upper chest and let it sink softly. Attention to your heart space. Let go with the heart muscles. And now to the upper abdomen. As you exhale, let go. Take a moment now to notice how you feel. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And start to let go of this practice now, returning back to your space. Begin wriggling your toes and fingers. And open your eyes. As we close today, try to remember that you're doing more than most people see, and you're not failing. And you're not selfish for needing support. Thank you for taking part in this reset and pause session. I hope you enjoyed the practices and that they help to create resets and shifts that you can take into your caregiving role. Next week, we're talking about exhaustion and pushing through. As a support, I've created a free caregiver reset pack. The link's in the notes. It's a guide to help you stay steady and supported during the week. Thank you so much for taking part in this first session, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, Remember, your care matters, and so do you.